Hi, welcome to the Warrior Built exercise technique demo. Today, Courtney and I are going to show you the proper form used on all the exercises in the Warrior Built program. Courtney's going to demonstrate the exercise, and I'm going to give you guys an explanation of the proper form used. First up, we have jumping jacks. You notice the dynamic, crisp movement. Arms are coming up high, feet are being kicked out to the sides, and you want to control your breathing in this movement. Next up, ski jacks. So these are just like jumping jacks, but only cross-country style. Arms to the front, and feet go front to back. Excellent, Courtney. Now we have jumping jacks with a punch added. Another variation of the jumping jacks. Feet go out to the side, and then with the punch, foot goes to the front. You want to practice your rhythm here. Excellent, Courtney. Now we have simulated skipping. So if you have a jump rope at home and you have the height and the ceiling to do so, you can use your skip rope. If not, what we're doing here is the same kind of movement. Excellent exercise for getting the heart rate up. You notice the feet movement there, and you're bringing the hands around just as if you were skipping rope. Next is freestanding squat. Okay. It's important here to remember to keep the knees behind the toes. You're pushing your hips back as you squat down, chest up, chin up, sitting back into the squat, coming down to about 90 degrees, pushing strong through the heels. Very important to keep the knees behind the toes. Next is a variation of the squat, dumbbell squat. So again, Courtney's keeping her head and chest up. She's pushing the hips back to make sure the knees stay behind the toes. We got the dumbbells for added resistance, making it a little more challenging. And Courtney's giving us a side view there so you can see the technique she's using. Breathing out on the way up, pushing strong through the heels, keeping the knees behind the toes. Excellent, Courtney. Now we have regular push-ups. So Courtney's going to demonstrate first from the knees. So coming down to about 90 degrees, she's breathing out on the way up, pressing strong through the hands. And as you get stronger on this exercise, you can do the military style from the toes. So you got to keep your back strong, your abs tight to support the back. Breathing out on the way up. Excellent, Courtney. Good push-ups. Now we have crunches. This is your basic standard crunch. You want to tighten and squeeze your abs as you come up, breathing out. You want to keep your chin towards the ceiling and your head up. And you're tightening your abs there to raise your head and shoulders off the mat. Excellent, Courtney. Now we have another variation of the crunch. Arm to opposite leg. So you want to put the foot up on the opposite knee, and you want to bring that elbow towards the knee, not the knee towards the elbow. You're, again, squeezing the abs, breathing out as you crunch up. We're working the serratus and obliques here, side of the waist. Excellent, Courtney. Next is a more advanced variation of the crunch. We got crunches with arm towards opposite leg. So here, you want to crunch up first, bringing your hand and head towards the ceiling, and then you're reaching across with the hand towards the opposite foot. Squeezing the waist to pull yourself forward, trying not to use momentum here. Nice work. In and outs, another core exercise. So you guys want to lean back to counterbalance the body, place the hands to brace yourself. You're going to bring the knees in towards the chest, not all the way out or all the way in, sort of just pressing the legs in between. Squeezing the waist, keeping the abs drawn in to support the lower back. Okay guys, we have Polish boxing. So this is just jogging on the spot with straight punches. You want to keep the knees up and the arms at shoulder height. Excellent. Now we have arm circles. So this is jogging on the spot, keeping the feet moving. Arms are held at shoulder height, straight out, moving the hands in small circles. You feel the shoulders burn here. You can mix it up by going in both directions with the hands. Perfect. Forward lunge is next. So with this exercise, you want to be careful not to drop too fast, not to step into it with momentum. You want to control it all the way down. As with squats, it's very important to keep the knee behind the toe. So you step forward, you drop that back knee, and you drive back strong through that front leg. Excellent, Courtney. Nice work. Keeping the head up and the torso upright. Now we have medicine ball shoulder press. So you want to put one foot in front of the other. Slight bend in the knees to take the pressure off the lower back. Begin by pressing the ball straight up. You want to control it on the way down, bringing it down to chin level, just on top of the chest, and then pressing it straight up. Control the medicine ball through the whole movement. Excellent, Courtney. Next is another variation of the crunch, bicycle crunch. With this exercise, you want to keep the abs tight again to support the lower back. Elbow towards the opposite knee. It's mostly lower body movement here, with the legs shooting out and in, and just the upper body twisting from side to side. Now we have medicine ball figure eights. So, with feet about shoulder width apart, slight bend in the knees to support the lower back, nice firm grip on the medicine ball. We're going to move the ball in a figure eight pattern, remembering to breathe. Keep the abs tight to support the back. Keep your whole body strong. Excellent, Courtney. Now we have knee and kick. So from your basic fighter stance, one foot in front of the other, you're going to start by bringing that back leg forward and the knee up, foot all the way back, and then you bring the foot forward again into a basic front kick. Iron cross squat is the next exercise. This is the same as the basic squat, only the arms stay at shoulder height throughout the exercise. At the bottom of the squat, the arms are to the front, and as you squat up, arms are out to the side at top. Courtney's going to show you the side view of this exercise. Again, remember to push the hips back and keep the knees behind the toes. Head and chest stays high. One arm row is the next exercise. So you want to brace yourself on the front leg, keep your head up so your back stays flat. You want to have your back muscles doing the work here by concentrating on squeezing the back, fist towards the floor, elbow towards the ceiling. Excellent, Courtney. Dumbbell lift and press. So you begin this combination exercise similar to the one arm row. You brace yourself on the front leg, squeeze the weight into your side, straighten up your torso, then press the weight straight overhead. Important to control the weight on the way down, keeping your head up so your back stays flat. Next exercise is a variation of push-up. Push-up with one leg raised. So this is an advanced variation of the push-up. Same as your basic push-up, only keeping one foot off the ground. Takes more balance, keeping your whole body tight, breathing out as you press up. Fantastic, Courtney. Next is push-ups with a hold. So this exercise in the Warrior Built program, it's 30 seconds of regular push-ups, followed by a hold at the top position of the push-up. So you plank the body, keep the abs tight to support the lower back. Careful not to let the lower back droop. Keep your whole body strong, remember to breathe. Now we have side-to-side push-ups. So you begin in the regular push-up position, move one hand towards the other, and then that other hand away so that you're in a regular push-up position again. You complete the push-up, and then walk back in the other direction, going from side to side. Excellent, Courtney. Next is walking push-ups. So you begin in a standing position. You walk your hands forward until you're in a regular push-up position. You complete a regular push-up, then you walk your hands back in towards your legs and raise your body back into standing position. Breathe as you press up. Back to the start. And Courtney, do you want to show us the side view of that exercise? Walking the hands out into the regular push-up position, complete the push-up. Again, walking the hands back in and standing back to the start position. Excellent, Courtney. Nice work. Push-up position plank. This is just a plank hold in the top position of the push-up. Remember to keep the abs tight, not let the lower back droop, and keep nice steady breathing. Good work. Now we have push-ups from the fists. This is an advanced variation of the push-up, almost exactly the same as a regular push-up. I use a slightly narrower hand placement. Remember to keep the wrists strong and the fists tight, breathing out as you press up. Excellent, Courtney. Tricep extensions. There's two variations of the tricep extension in the Warrior Build program. First is the overhead tricep extension. One foot slightly in front of the other. We're going to overlap the hands on the dumbbell, keeping the elbows into the sides of the head. Breathing in on the way down, breathe out as you press up with the dumbbell, squeezing the triceps on top. Keep your abs tight, support the body. Excellent, Courtney. The other variation of the tricep extension, you're lying back on the mat with both dumbbells. You want to keep your knees bent to support the back there. You lower the weight dumbbells down to the sides of the head, keeping the upper arm perpendicular to the body. Breathing out as you press up, and you want to squeeze your triceps on the top of this exercise. Perfect. Now we have hips raised with the chest press. So with a dumbbell in each hand, you're going to press the feet strong into the mat, raise the hips up, bridging the body, keeping the abs tight. You lower the weight, slow and controlled. Breathing out as you press the dumbbells straight up. Excellent, Courtney. Now we have leg raises. So you want to place your hands in underneath the hips to raise the hips slightly and support the lower back. Courtney's keeping her head off the mat, abs tight. You bring the legs down nice and slow and controlled. You don't want to feel that strain in the lower back, so you want to control the legs on the way down. Make sure you keep the abs drawn in to support the back. Breathing out as you raise the legs up. Keep your whole body strong in this exercise. Excellent demo. Dumbbell shoulder press. One foot in front of the other to begin this exercise. Slight bend in the knees, supporting the back. Keeping the head up, you press the dumbbells straight overhead. Control the weight on the way down is a key, bringing the dumbbells down to about ear level. Excellent form. Now we have dumbbell bicep curls. So you begin with feet about shoulder width apart and a slight bend in the knees. Begin with the dumbbells, palms facing in, and as you curl the weight up, you supinate the wrists. Little finger comes slightly higher than the thumb, keeping the head and upper back and torso upright. Squeezing the arms. Remember to control the weight on the way back down. Now we have bicep hammer curls. Similar to the regular dumbbell curls, only the wrists stay in the same position throughout the entire exercise. Palms are facing in. You don't turn the dumbbells on top. Control the weight on the way back down. Excellent, Courtney. Now we have heel kicks, otherwise known as butt kicks. Jogging on the spot, but we're raising the heels high towards the butt. Focus on engaging the hamstrings and not the thighs. Excellent. Now we have a plank. This is done from the elbows, fists, and toes, keeping the whole body strong. It's a great exercise for developing the strength in the shoulders, abs, and lower back. You want to remember to breathe, not let the lower back droop. This is a great exercise for developing strength in the transverse abdominals. Just a static hold. Keep the whole body strong. Excellent, Courtney. Next, we have medicine ball squat and press. Similar to the regular squat, only holding the medicine ball in close at chest height, pushing the hips back, remembering to keep the knees behind the toes. You squat down. As you come up, then you press the medicine ball up overhead, controlling the weight throughout the whole movement. Careful not to lean forward on this exercise. Keep your whole body strong and push to the heels. Now we have front to back with a punch. So we're shifting from the front foot to the back foot, adding the punch as we lunge forward. Excellent. Next we have leg scissors. So placing the hands underneath the hips to support the lower back. We're going to move the legs in a scissor motion from front to back. Remember to keep the abs tight and remember to breathe throughout the exercise. Excellent, Courtney. Medicine ball chest press. So with one foot in front of the other, knees slightly bent, keeping the medicine ball at shoulder height, press it out forward, bringing it back in, control the medicine ball through the whole exercise. You don't want to lock the elbows out, you want to control the movement the entire time. Now we have reverse lunges. So with this exercise, you either slide or step back, placing the foot back behind, you drop that back knee, and then drive forward strong, back into the start position, alternating legs back and forth, keeping the head and torso upright throughout the exercise. Now we have jumping lunges. This is an advanced variation of the lunge. You start with a staggered foot position, one foot in front of the other, and as you jump, you switch foot positions, jumping up strong, but landing soft and absorbing into the lunge. Now is lunge with a medicine ball side twist. Same as a regular lunge, only we're holding the medicine ball, and as we lunge forward, we bring it to the outside of the leg. As we come up, we return the medicine ball back to the start position, alternating sides. Excellent, Courtney. Now we have Russian twists. So we start with feet on the floor, leaning back slightly. Arms come from side to side, hands are pressed together tightly. Rotating the shoulders, letting your head follow your hands. Squeezing the waist, breathing through the exercise. Excellent, Courtney. Next is dumbbell front raises. So we begin, knees slightly bent. We're going to raise one dumbbell up at a time, controlling it on the way back down, keeping a slight bend in the elbow. Works primarily the anterior head of the shoulder. Excellent. Now we have dumbbell side laterals. So we begin, knees slightly bent. We're raising the dumbbells from the front of the body to just past shoulder height, keeping a slight bend in the elbow. This is working primarily the medial head of the shoulder. Breathing out as you raise the weight. Excellent, Courtney. Now we have plank push-ups. So you begin from the elbows and toes, bring the hand into where the elbow was, pressing strong into the floor, going back down into the elbow, alternating from side to side. Keep your whole body tight, abs strong. Excellent, Courtney. Perfect. Medicine ball head roll. So begin, feet slightly wider than shoulder width, knees slightly bent, keep the abs tight. We're going to bring the medicine ball from the front of the face up over and behind the head, coming back around, keeping a firm grip on the medicine ball, steady breathing. We'll stop there in the front, and then you reverse the exercise back in the other direction. Now we have punching dumbbells. Begin with one foot in front of the other and holding the dumbbells at shoulder height. As you bring the weight forward, punching the dumbbell out, you turn the weight and the fist towards the floor. Controlling the momentum, you don't want to hyperextend the elbow on the way out. You just muscle the weight through the entire exercise. Excellent, Courtney. Now we have dumbbell swings. Begin with a wide stance, holding a single dumbbell between your legs. As you squat down, you're going to raise the dumbbell up just past shoulder height, using the momentum of the squat to help raise the dumbbell, just letting gravity bring the weight back down. Remember to keep the head and torso upright, not letting the weight pull you forward. Keep a strong grip, control the weight throughout the whole movement. Remember to keep your knees behind the toes. Excellent. Nice work. Next is plank rows. You begin in a push-up position, feet with a wide stance, hands underneath the shoulders. Start by lifting the hand tight into the side, squeezing with the back, making a tight fist. Remember to breathe and keep the whole body tight. Excellent, Courtney. Now we have jogging on the spot with dumbbells. So you're holding the dumbbells in the front of the body, arms at about 90 degrees, jogging on the spot. This adds resistance and makes it a lot harder. Adds endurance, builds endurance in the arms. Excellent, Courtney. Defense, slipping punches. So I want you to imagine a rope at about chest height. You're going to squat down, and as we squat down, you go underneath from side to side. This is simulating slipping punches. Excellent. Next is ducks and uppercuts. Similar to slipping punches. Again, imagine a rope at about chest height, squatting from side to side, but as you come up, you add the uppercut punch. Look out, Mike Tyson. Excellent. Defense with the medicine ball. Similar to slipping punches, only we're holding the medicine ball at chest height to add resistance, making the exercise harder. That's it. Using the legs, squatting into it with good head movement. The next exercise is burpees. You're going to start by placing the hands on the floor, kicking the legs back, then kicking the legs right back in, and as you come up out of the squat, you add a jump. Excellent, Courtney. Hands to the floor, kick the legs back, bring them right back in, and when you come up out of the squat, jump into the air. Sprawls are the next exercise. It's a great defense move in MMA, but it's also an excellent conditioning exercise. So, similar to a burpee, hand placement, kick the legs back, dropping the hips as you do so, and then returning back into standing position. Excellent. Jumps with knees high, otherwise known as tuck jumps. So, you're going to squat down only about 8 to 12 inches, and as you come up, you explode up, bringing the knees high towards the chest. Landing and repeating again into the jump. Great job. Next exercise is bridge and reach. So, you're going to press the feet strong into the floor, raising the hips up off the ground. Arm goes over to the opposite side, punch into the mat. Excellent core exercise. Bridging up onto the upper back. Hands up is the next exercise. You begin this with hands straight up overhead. You're going to lower your body to one knee, then the other, and then put that foot in front, stepping back up to start position. So you go down to knee, knee, and then step forward, standing back up. Turkish get-ups. Turkish get-up is a fantastic functional strength exercise. It's great for developing shoulder stability, especially when done with resistance, such as a dumbbell or a kettlebell. The easiest way to learn the Turkish get-up is to break it down into steps. We're going to begin by lying face up on the mat with one knee bent and that same side arm pointed towards the ceiling. First thing you're going to do is you're going to crunch forward, raising that shoulder off the mat and rocking up onto the opposite elbow. From there, you're going to press strong into that front foot and come back onto the hand. You're going to raise the hips off the mat, tuck that front leg underneath the body, and then standing straight up. To reverse the exercise, you just come backwards through the steps. Remember to look at that hand that you have held in the air. Tuck the leg through and lying back down. Perfect. So we'll show you that again. One knee up, arm pointing towards the ceiling. You keep looking at that high hand. You rock forward, up onto the back hand, raise the hips up, leg underneath, and stand straight up. Excellent. Nice work. Next exercise is combo punches, otherwise known as shadow boxing. We're going to begin one foot in front of the other, fighter stance. Hands are up, sides of the head. We're going to go with a 1 and a 2, a jab and a straight, and then a 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it, keeping the hands up, throwing the punches out. Excellent. A wall sit is the next exercise that we're going to show you. So you want to stand about 2 feet away from the wall. You're going to slide your body down until your legs are at about 90 degrees. And this exercise is done for time. Remember to keep your abs tight to support the whole body. It's a static hold for endurance in the legs. And that concludes the Warrior Built exercise technique demo. Some of these exercises are a beginner level, others are more advanced. Go at your own pace throughout the Warrior Built program, and as always, consult with your physician to make sure you have the go-ahead to partake in any exercise program.